Hey guys, I wanted to make a quick video talking about the production cost and perfect competition assignment. On the first part here, I'm just asking for the cost curves. So just the marginal cost, average fixed cost, average variable cost, average total cost. So just draw those. And then I'm asking for the total revenue. So remember, total revenue is price times quantity. Then I'm looking for the break-even point. So break-even, that's where you're making as much revenue as your cost is. And then the next question is figuring out what the fixed cost is. I'm giving you an example on what I'm looking for with the chart here. So I'm giving you the marginal revenue and the marginal cost. All right. Now the next part, which I really wanted to talk to you about, was question 4. So on question 4, I'm giving you an example on where a perfectly competitive firm has zero economic profits. So here's how it goes. I first draw the market graph, which is just demand and supply, and that's my price, and this is my quantity. So this will be the same price for the firm. So, just draw a straight line over here. This will be the price for the firm. So that's the demand for the firm, which is also the marginal revenue. And then I need to draw the marginal cost. And then I need to draw zero economic profits. So zero economic profits, that's where your price is the same as your ATC. So that means you're going to be right here. You can go right here, boom, ATC. Because what's happening here is you need to do MR equals MC, which happens right here. You need to find the quantity. And then you need to find the price, which is PF, and then you need to go up to find the ATC, and they are the same. So this is where you have zero economic profits. And then the question gives you a shock. If there was an increase in the number of buyers, draw the change in the market and the firm's graph. So I drew it in orange to show you what's happening there. So basically what's happening here, when there's a change in the market, which we've already talked about, right? So a determinant of demand could be price of substitutes, price of complements. It could be number of buyers. It could be income. Okay, those things that actually change the demand, that's going to change the market. Same goes with supply. So let's say for this graph here, we have an increase in technology in the production. So that would increase the supply. So we would increase the supply curve. So S1. So now I need a new equilibrium here. P1, Q1. Okay, and now I need to draw a new price for the firm. So let's call this PF1. So this is my new demand curve. DF1, marginal revenue 1. All right, now nothing happened, let's say, with the cost. Okay, so let's say the ATC doesn't move. So what happened here was just the price goes down. Okay, and nothing else changes. But what happened to the profit max quantity? The profit max quantity would be MR equals MC, which happens right there. So this is my new quantity, and this is my new price. So this is what I'm looking for when I'm talking about draw the change in the market. So again, I look at what happened with demand, supply in the market, and then I look at how this changes for the firm. Okay. On the next graph, I'm asking you to draw where we have economic profits. So you're going to draw the same graph here, but now you're going to be doing price is greater than ATC on the firm graph. And then if you're doing losses, then price needs to be less than ATC. Okay? So basically, when we're doing profits, it's going to look something like this. And when you're doing losses, it's going to look something like this. All right, so make sure you do that correctly and label everything. And then remember, you have to look at the shock. So for question 4, there's a decrease in consumers' income for a normal good. What happened to the market? Draw that, find the new price and quantity in the market, take that price over to the firm graph and see what happens. Do not change the cost curves, only change the price. Now, the next graph is asking you to draw economic losses. So when you're doing economic losses, you have to do this situation here. Now, the next part we didn't have a chance to cover in the class, but what's happening here is when there's losses in the market, this means that people are losing money, and most of the time when people are losing money, they will close shop and they will exit the market. So when the question asks what will be the long run adjustment, what you're doing here is when there's losses, firms will exit, and because they're exiting, supply will go down. So whenever there's losses, firms will exit, and because they're exiting, supply goes down. And so what happens here is you would draw the market in the firm graph, and then you would draw supply down because it decreases the supply. So then this would be your new price and quantity, and then this would be your new price over here. So you do not have to draw the change in the graph. You don't. But the main thing is when there's losses, what will be the long run adjustment? Firms will exit. What will the new profits be? Well, looking at this graph right here, okay, this is the long run adjustment. So looking at this graph right here, in the purple, that's the long run adjustment. So what will be the new profits here? Okay. So that's how you're going to answer the production cost and perfect competition assignment. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll see you later. Bye.